Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to more VGCommz Judgmental for Breaking Zero. Breaking Zero. Yes, that's right. I held off on making that reference up until the third episode. I deserve a pat on the proverbial back. Anyways, decided just to speed up some of that footage there because it's just another random encounter, and the only thing really to be gained there is the fact that we got a bronze plate from one of the thugs that dropped it, because sometimes enemies can randomly drop items, and we can oftentimes just sell those items at the local pawn shop, like you do. Also, I love how fast this was loaded up. Like, that was not me cutting out a loading screen. That is literally how fast this cutscene loaded. That is pretty spectacular. Especially consider like the fact that Fallout 4 still takes ages to load, and Outer Worlds. As much as I love that game, I absolutely love Outer Worlds. Just to let you know how much I love the Outer Worlds, I did 2 playthroughs back to back. I finished one playthrough one day, and then the next day I'm like, you know what? No, I still have not had my fill of this world yet. I have to play through this game yet once more, and so I did. And I think I enjoyed it even more the second time around. I might have to do it again, just so I can review it on my other main channel. And that game, as much as I love it, has loads and loads of loading. Just so much loading! Anyways, it's time to interview our client here, Mr. Hamura. It's going to go about as well as one would expect when you interview a member of the Yakuza about their crime activities. And he's just going to say the absolute minimum. We're going to have to literally drag every tiny bit of information out of him, kicking and screaming. You know, this investigation would go so much smoother had he been, 1,000% up front, but of course he can't be. For reasons we'll find out in the future.
All the evidence at the time pointed to Shinpei Okubo being innocent.
So yeah, that's essentially what this entire little cutscene is going to amount to. And once again, the facial animations, I can't get over them. I can't. And if you're wondering, a game where somebody plays the role of detective/attorney, is this sounding familiar? And if you're wondering if these people who create this game, if they're fans of Ace Attorney series, the answer is yes. Yes, they are, very much so. As it would become apparent in, let's see, which chapter is that? Oh, I can't remember which one it is. But I would say within the next 15 episodes, I would hope.
That's why you quit, right? You couldn't face him.
Oh, this guy, he just loves being a dick. You're supposed to be our client. You're supposed to be wanting our help, and you're not incentivizing yourself, or you're not incentivizing us to help you. Outside of a monetary payment, of course. But, sometimes morals come before money.
I'm fine.
I think. Right?
My apologies.
That's how that goes.
Let's start with the victim. Toshiro Kume, 34 at his time of death. A member of the Kansai-based Kyorei clan. Around 6 a.m. on the 4th of December.
I wonder if the developers of the Yakuza series could make a game set in Kamurocho without even referencing the Yakuza once.
I hear you and this Kume.
I wonder if they have the ability to do that. I think that would show. I think for them, they'll have to require an immense amount of restraint.
Do they have anything substantial?
And I think I remember when this game was coming out, there was at least a few people, at least 10% of the fan base, probably more. I'm probably underestimating it, but that's, from what I've seen, that seems to be the amount of people who are quite disappointed with the amount of Yakuza presence in this game, as well as the the fighting mechanics. There are people really hoping for this to be like the next LA Noire. But unfortunately, it was not. It was a Yakuza game with detective mechanics thrown in. And I can definitely understand that frustration. Like, when you're going to, like, this spin-off game, you're thinking, okay, this is a spin-off. They don't need it to be like Yakuza. They don't need that. That's not one thing that they need at all. In the slightest, they can just do their own thing. But unfortunately, that is not the case. But in the end, I think we still got a fantastic game out of it. And this is, in my opinion, one of the best games released last year. It was a real sleeper hit. It's something that kind of went under the radar, when games like Death Stranding, Borderlands 3, The Outer Worlds were all released around the same time frame at the end of the year in 2019. This game kind of got lost in the conversation. Thankfully, though, there are other people, who compile their list, actually, go through all the games that were released last year, went, oh, yeah, this game did come out, and it is actually kind of amazing. Also, I'm not the only one who hates it whenever people do like an end-of-year list or an end-of-decade list, and they only ever focus on the latter half of that year or decade. Like, Billboard released the top 10 rock songs of the decade for 2010 to 2019. And every song on the list was released after 2015. After. Which makes me wonder, why? Were there songs before 2015 that you thought were not good enough? Really? And obviously they were just basing those off of what songs were played the most, but at the same time, like, most of those songs weren't even rock songs. Most of them were barely even in the alternative category. I know I'm going way off base here, but that's just something that really annoyed me. Like, so many of those songs were not rock. They weren't. They were not. Like, there's so many bands that should have been on that list. Like, Ghost, they could have been on there. How about Dinosaur Pileup? How about Alice in Chains? They released an album within the last decade. I know that's for sure, and it was pretty darn amazing. There's just a cacophony of artists and bands that could have been on the list. How about The Regrets? How about The Pretty Reckless? How about Hailstorm? Why weren't any of those bands on that list? I could just keep going on and on and on.
What do we have on the victim?
Anyways, we're learning quite a bit of information here that I am just talking over. But then again, that's the kind of thing when it comes to commentaries. Is the fact that, you got used to people talking over stuff. I'm pretty sure enough of you people watch Brain Scratch Comms. You're used to this, right? On topic, what's that? Not something that I do enough. Thankfully, I'm not the only one that's guilty of that. Oh, you should see me during my streams. I barely stay on topic. It is just a thing that happens. My mind thinks of a topic, then it leads to another topic, then leads to another topic, then leads to another topic, then oh wait, I was supposed to be on the original topic. How did I get all the way from A to Z? I don't know.
I've heard enough for now.
We'll get going then.
Anyways, Hamura gave us a bit of an alibi to investigate, and we'll go and do that in the next part. But for now, I'm actually going to show off at least one of the side areas, because after this cutscene where I realized, oh wait, the game finally fully took the cuffs off. Let's do something with that power! And what are we going to do with that power? Well, let's journey on over here past Don Quixote. Looking at the map, where should I go? Oh, where should I go? It's at this moment that I decided, let's go to the local Sega arcade. There's actually two in this town. I think that's a bit excessive having two arcades in the same district, but I'm not a business owner, so maybe it's actually a good idea. And we're going to play ourselves some Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown Arcade Edition! Nah! Gotta show that mascot. Now, my experience with the Virtua Fighter series is much more limited than people who are hardcore fans, I should say. The first one I played was all the way back on the Sega Genesis, and until the Yakuza started playing these Yakuza games a couple years ago. Was it a few years now? Fuck. Can't remember. Whenever Yakuza 6 came out, that's around the time I started playing this series. That was when I finally started playing some Virtua Fighter games by way of these arcade ports. And these are relatively fun enough fighting games. I do have some experience playing my fair share of this genre. Let's see, I played Mortal Kombat, Deception, and Armageddon. I've played a few Tekken games. I played a few Soul Calibur games. I played Injustice Gods Among Us. I've played every Super Smash Bros. Game that has ever been made, including the 3DS one. Which, by the way, in my opinion, the 3DS port better than the Wii U port. Don't even at me. And yeah, that's basically my experience playing fighting games. Also, I think I played a tiny bit of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. a super long time ago. Oh, I've also played Street Fighter 2 because my brother-in-law owns that. What else? I know there's at least one. Oh yeah, also when I had games for gold, I got like one of the free versions of Street Fighter 4, and it was okay, I guess. Like it was just okay. Like I don't know, Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter 4, I played those and I don't know, I'm just not feeling them as far as fighting games go. In my opinion, this is far better. I find these mechanics to be far more intuitive and just more fun to play. Also, I just love the grappling maneuver here, just pushing the opponent to the ground. I do believe I actually knocked someone out with that. Like, imagine being knocked out with just a slight push, like, she's so kawaii. Blaze the Luchador! And for some reason, the Luchador fights in an octagon. That seems very weird. Seems to have a very Ray Phoenix inspired design. Not sure if that was the exact source. Oh, Bumbleclot! You can't Bumbleclot me. There we go. Pushed to the ground and knocked the F out. Love it. You think that with him being a luchador, it would be inside of a ring. Like, I know the AAA promotion has a six-sided ring, but it's still a wrestling ring, not a cage. And there's me trying to be cheeky. There we go, once again. Knocked out with a slight push to the ground. Love it. Jackie Bryant. I feel like that's a reference to somebody famous, but I'm not getting it. Also, I love the fact that we've come such a far way with video games that we can put video games inside of other video games. That's how large that's how far we've come in technology. Could you imagine telling somebody 20 years ago, hey, guess what? You can play, let's see, you can play an open world game while also playing a fighting game. Like, that would blow their minds. Like, imagine just playing Grand Theft Auto 3, like, oh my god, Grand Theft Auto 3 really is almost 20 years ago. Oh my god. It's gonna be next year, isn't it? Next year is gonna be 20-year anniversary of Grand Theft Auto 3. That just hit me! Oh, I feel so old. I laugh because it hides the pain, but seriously, imagine like telling someone in Grand Theft Auto 3 comes up and was like, oh yeah, you're gonna be able to play one of those types of games, but also a whole bunch of minigames thrown in there as well, because this is not even close to the only minigame here. There are several arcade games put into here, and it's just insane. Like, look at this. Like, look at this. This is just a mini game. This is a mini game. Oh, I know there are some people who nowadays are just like, oh yeah, of course it is. But like, for me, I grew up on, Sega Genesis, N64, PS2 and GameCube, all that stuff, and I just love, like, I feel like I had that growing up with those games was very much a privilege because I was able to see the entire evolution of 3D games. The entire evolution of it, from the N64 and PlayStation to PS2, GameCube, to 360 and Wii, to Wii U and 360 to PS4 and Switch and all that. It's just really fascinating to see how far we've come with 3D gaming and just the different ways we're able to present it. Also, the best way to beat Jeffrey is with a ring out. I'm going to tell you that right now. This guy, especially on harder difficulties, is just an absolute son of a bitch to fight. Like, he is just notoriously one of the most difficult people. So you're going to want to use every trick in the book to beat him. And somehow I was able to beat him very, very easily. This surprised the hell out of me, to be honest with you. Alright, who we fight next? Bye, John! Sorry. Couldn't resist. Like this lone cage in the middle of a field of grass. Just like, what? 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 This just looks so weird and out of place. Like, I never noticed it. Like, this is just, why? There's not even an audience. There's nothing. Like, it looks like there might be civilization off in the distance, but it does not look like, just, what is happening here? What is happening? What is happening? Oh, we got KO. That's what's happening. Well, all's good in the hood. Unit. Seeing gameplay of this just makes me want to get back into fighting games again, but I don't even know which one to pick up. Guess I'll just go back to playing Smash Brothers. That's my usual MO. Although Injustice 2 looks like it might be a fun time. But then again, there are other games I want to play that are coming out, like the Final Fantasy VII Remake. That looks like it's going to be amazing. Please be amazing, especially after the trailer we just saw where we finally got to see cross-dressing Cloud. Yay! Yay! It's in the game officially, and it's just hammed up even more. I love it. It's fantastic. I was kind of, like, I wouldn't say worried, but I was like very, very like, how will they handle this? Thankfully, it looks like they're going full force with it. I love it. Anyways, we're going up against the series mascot, Akira. He's basically this game's Ryu, although I think this game doesn't predate Street Fighter. I think Street Fighter 2 is like one of the OG fighting games. So, yeah. He kind of really is this game's answer to Ryu. Just not as iconic, unfortunately. Oh, this guy thinks he can beat us. He thinks he's got moves. He thinks he's got moves. Well, wait until we show him. Pacha! All that was missing is a pocket full of pocket sand. And cute pose for the win. Doodle! And after seeing the name Sanctuary, I've got the Kingdom Hearts theme in my head. Also, Doral might be one of the cheapest bastards in any fighting game ever. Look at this. You're about to see just look. You're about to see us how OP Doral is. Look how much health I've already lost. Look at this. This is bonkers. Look at that! Oh man, I hate this so much. I barely got away with the victory there. Barely. Literally with the tiniest sliver of health left. Oh, as you can see, Doral's done playing around now. I'm gonna have to stick and move, come on. Do it! Do it! Win! Win it all! No! Kamakoye! And one with an uppercut. Alright, it's time for the final round. I think you can do some flippy doo-wops and beat me that way. Nope, I'm not going down that way. Nope, nope, no, no! Look at this. Just, oh my god, I hate this fight so much! And with that, we lost. Oh, well. Well, that could have gone better. And yes, all that build-up just for a loss. But it's not a complete loss, as we did gain a tiny amount of XP, and that's going to do it for this part. I hope you enjoyed that. Bye-bye.